Hi everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome to the first card class of the new annual catalog. I'm so excited. I actually get to show you the photos of what we're using in the catalog as well as the cards we're going to make. So I decided that today we would feature the new in colors. You might have seen that I posted a survey of a few questions that calculates what color is most like you, and the results are pretty cool. The definitions are super sweet. So if you found it, then please take the quiz and share your results. It's been pretty fun. So what do I have? Okay, so it's May. And things are a little different this month because I'm going to be away for a while. We're headed to Maui on the 15th. So this is the first Thursday card class. Normally I do a card class live like this on the first Thursday and the third Thursday. And then the last Saturday is card club. So this class, this first Thursday and third Thursday are both free classes with an ordering special, meaning that if you would like a kit to make the cards that we're making today, you can get it free with an order. Right? So if you place a $60 order between now and the 9th, which I think is Sunday, then you will receive this card kit for 8 cards as well as an embellishment from the new catalog. So that's pretty awesome. And with a $35 order, I will send you a card kit for the 8 cards. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad. Then, let's see, you can also purchase a kit. So if you don't want to make a purchase from the catalog, you can purchase a kit for $20 and pick it up on my porch, or for $24 and I'll mail it to you. Now, these kits will not be ready until the ordering special has ended, so they will not be ready before Monday next week. Then on Thursday, the second Thursday, we're going to have the third Thursday class, and we're going to use the mini messages and mini happenings. Mini messages was introduced in the mini catalog, the January to June mini, and the mini happenings is in the brand new catalog. So that's what's happening there. Then Card Club this month is masculine cards. We're going to feature the paper, the designer series paper from the mini catalog. Might be called Well Suited. Let me see if I can find that quickly. Things are shuffled everywhere because I am getting ready for the new catalog. So let me see if I can find this paper. Anyway, it's there is a stamp set that's part of this suite as well, and it's super cute. It's kind of a suit and tie, and has little bow ties, has regular ties, has suspenders, and it is super cute. Okay, so no, it's not in here. Sorry, I do not know what I've done with it. But the paper, I will turn the camera down and show you. That's the Christmas. Oh my gosh, nothing is where I expect it to be. That's probably it right there. No, that's a whale of a time. No. Okay, I give up. Anyway, we'll switch cameras and I'll show you these things. Okay, so the card club is going to feature I'll have all of this memorized. So it's on page 57 of the January to June mini. And clearly I read that wrong. Oh my gosh. Let's see if it's on 47. No. Okay, guys, y'all need to stop texting. Okay, here it is, 67. Okay, here's the paper that we're going to use, and here's the stamp set that coordinates with it. But there's some other greetings and such that we may use with it. So I know we're going to use the paper and the twine, but the greetings and such that we use with it may be a little different. You need to sign up for that class by the 10th, and you can even subscribe to the monthly card club. It is a $30 class and includes a goodie bag that's worth at least $20. So today we are busting into the annual catalog. Okay, so we're going to work with the color and contour. All right, and there are dies that go with it as well. So we're going to use some of them. Actually, we're going to use this scallop, and we're going to use, I think it's this one, this die, and then this floral image die too. I love this stamp set. I was very excited that I was able to get my hands on it quickly. And then this stamp, these set of dies, I wasn't going to need, right? Well, that lasted exactly until Erica Serwin made her first post, and she used these dies. So I was like, oh yeah, didn't even occur to me that that's the way we would use them. So I had to have them. So I'm going to show you those today as well. And then we're going to use all the new colors. So this pink is called Polished Pink. And then this is Pale Papaya. And then we have Fresh Freesia and Soft Succulent. And then the dark green is called Evening Evergreen. So I've got kind of a variety of cards here, and we're going to make 4 of them. Your kit may not have the same colors because, you know, we're kind of mixing it up and using all of them. In fact, my samples are not exactly the same colors as I used in the samples I've already made. So, but how sweet is this? This actually used that scalloped border that I showed you from the color and contour bundle. And then this one, guys, this is just strips of the colors. Isn't that beautiful? And I know some of the demonstrators that had shared either pretty much the same card. This one was shared by Simply Sweet in Ink Designs. This one is Erica Serwin's. So there are 5 that are similar. These are all the ones that Erica showed. And the Fresh Freesia one is over here to demonstrate as well. And then this one was Dawn Bourgette shared this. It's too sweet. And, you know, they could use a little bit of bling. I didn't get the bling out. But I do want to tell you, the embellishments that coordinate with the in colors, I think, are on back order. So what do you do in that case? We are blessed because the in colors this year all have Stampin' Blends that go with them. So you can color your rhinestones with your blends and have coordinating embellishments to go with it. So that is very cool. I was very excited to see that. And I was just going to jump over. There are 10 new designer series papers. So I'll have that DSP sampler going soon. And I wondered if you all might be interested in an in-color club. Where you would, 1 month we would feature Fresh Freesia and the projects would be all using this, and you would receive the ink pad and the blends and the coordinating products all in that color. And then the next month we would do this for 5 months. And then I'm also working on a paper and ribbon share so that you can get samples of the DSP and the ribbon. It's so much prettier in person. All right, so here are the embellishments that coordinate with the end colors, and they are called 2021, 2023 in color jewels. And I believe that they are on back order. So let me find the color and contour area, page 98. Tomorrow I'm going to take my catalog over to Office Depot or Office Max and get it bound and get the front cover laminated. I like to do that. All right, so here is this stamp set, this bundle, and the font, these are just really, really pretty. So that is what we are going to work with today. So that's on page 98 of the new catalog. If you don't have your new catalog, then please let me know so that I can get one to you. Okay, so I think the first one that we're going to work with actually uses several of the colors. And let's see if I can put this. I'm not even sharing. Put myself over in that corner. All right, let's see if I can put that there. Okay, so I've got 1/2-inch strips of the colors, each of the colors. There's one hiding right there. Okay, and then I kind of marked off, at least I think that that's the area for my card base. It is. So kind of gave myself an idea of where I wanted to start my strips. And it doesn't matter because you're just going to stack them, but I did a little bit. So I am going to just grab, I'm actually going to grab just a little liquid glue. This is our multi-purpose Tombow. And I did quite a bit of the prep ahead of time so that I could show you everything. And like I said, I'm not too worried because I'm just going to stack them from there. So there's that pale papaya. And then I'm not worried about the overhang because we will cut that part off. Now I like both methods. I like leaving the little gap and I also like bumping them together. What do you like? So this is the trouble with Facebook Live, is that I don't get to talk with you all. I'm just talking to myself, which is no fun, even when I answer myself. Tomorrow night is a Zoom. It's bingo time. If you are close enough to get a packet and want to play with us, then I still have packets available. Then I will sell my extra packets afterwards. I've had a couple people claim a couple that knew that I would do that, and I knew I would have extra. All right, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to let that I'm just going to let that dry for a bit, and then I'll trim that excess off. So that's that. Put my glue back just so it stays where it needs to be. And then let's put our stamps on some blocks. Now this is new. You may not have seen that the photopolymer stamps are coming with the insert on the back cover. So this actually slides behind. So this is how the photo is, so that you can just attach your stamps directly to the case instead of having to keep up with the little insert that just falls out. So I like this. I hope you do too. So there is the outline. And then this is two-step stamping, so we're going to fill that. And then we're going to need the little speckles. And then we'll need a greeting. And I'm blessed, I've got all my blocks right here so I can see everything that I need. And okay, I think that's all of the stamps that we need. So we have those on blocks now. And you can just start filling your page. So I'm going to start kind of in the bottom right hand corner with fresh freesia. Ugh, shouldn't be that difficult. Now, this stamp was a little tricky for me to line up. So once I figured out how it lined up, I drew a little line with a Sharpie on the edge. I think you can see how I've done that. So you can see there, and then on this one as well. So right there. Sometimes it's easier to start with the outline and then stamp the fill. And honestly, I can't remember which was easier on this one, so I'm just going to go for it, and we'll figure out whether this was the easier way or not. And I'm not stamping off. I'm just stamping both full strength. So I did need to take note, sorry if my head's in the way, of the direction of that first stamp so that I knew how to line this one up. And it's not a one-to-one. I mean, it's not a, whatever the word is I'm trying to come up with. It doesn't line up and fill exactly. So what do you all think of this? Have you had a chance to really look through the catalog? Anybody placed an order yet? I placed another order today because I needed the Mini Happenings stamp set for next week's class. And then I'm supposed to have some swaps to take with me on the Hawaii trip. I'm a little nervous about that. Okay, now I need to rotate this a little bit just to keep it different, so that it's not the same on each. Okay, so this time I'm going to put that part that I've marked kind of at my 6 o'clock. Maybe it's my 7. And like I said, knowing that, it's not meant to be perfect, I'm not spending a ton of time trying to figure out, trying to line it up. I'm just cleaning them off each time. And this time, I'm going to put this at about 1 o'clock. And I'm just going to kind of come in and overlap a little bit. And it's kind of funny, I didn't pay that close attention to lining up the stamp direction on the block the same, but I did kind of get it that way. Now your ink dries a little bit lighter. All right. It was stormy again. Now when I pull out the Evening Evergreen, I'm going to show you how you prep. No, actually it's on the Soft Succulent. Okay, so when you get your stamp set, it comes wrapped in cellophane, and you want to put a label here and a color strip on the inside, and that way when your stamp set is open, you'll be able to identify it a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to peel this piece off. Then the name of the ink is here on the back in a few different languages. Then I'm just going to pick up the one that's in English and position it here on the front. And that's a little bit high. There we go. And then this strip that doesn't have any writing on it, I'm going to pick up. This is the trickier of the two steps. So this is going to open, and this is always tight. They will loosen up with time. Now, I want to put this color here, and then that will help me, because most of these inks look pretty similar in, on the ink pad itself. And now I can see my color like that, and it's on the front, so that when it's in my caddy over here, I can see all pieces of it. I can see the names of everything. All right, this time, so I've got the soft succulent, and the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of fun leaf. And I'm just going to kind of come along and add it. Okay, and then this little guy, I'm just kind of stamping. And it doesn't fill it at all. Okay, I mean it's not the same shape or anything, and that's fine. You can continue to stamp off, stamp down and stamp off if you want more color, or you could even stamp, third and fourth generation. And then the last thing I need, of the soft succulent, is the little splatter. And I'm going to stamp this off as well, and then stamp it down. And for me, when I don't know what something needs, a splatter sounds like a really good idea. It's really tight. Okay, and then the last thing is You're Absolutely Amazing. There we go. Now let me clean these, and we will finish up this card. You know what? I think we need to do an envelope too. What do you all think? Let me see if I can grab an envelope, and we'll add. Yeah. So let's stamp something here. And we can always add paper back here. I love this bright pink. All right, so Isn't that lovely? Oh my gosh. What should we do? Should we do anything on the back? Maybe add some paper to some of the others. The paper that we're using is actually from the Pansy Suite. And it is the paper, the designer series paper, that has all of the new in colors featured. And I happen to just have it right here, so I'll show you. So it's got some gingham. We love gingham. And these flowers. I love this bold stripe. And then this just is soft to me. Here is that soft succulent and some leaves. And then the papaya gingham. And then those pansies on the other side. And let's see, there must be a couple other prints that we didn't use. Don't think we did use that one. We did not use this one. I love that. I'm going to have to give up and say that I like orange if I continue that way. That's really pretty. And it has some of that, I'm going to guess that's soft papaya. Reading the colors. So this has got Blackberry Bliss. Or maybe that's Bumblebee, Calypso Coral, Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia, Pale Papaya, Polished Pink, Soft Seafoam, Soft Succulent, and Whisper White. So lots of amazing colors in that paper. Okay, in there. Okay, so now we're going to cut just with paper snips. You could use your trimmer. Okay. All right, there's that. And then, you know, I did not get any of the ribbon out. We might have to get some ribbon out too. The ribbon and the gems. I just liked them so well. Oh shoot, I forgot that this, okay. I cut this the wrong measurements. So I'm just going to put it down here in the corner and then I can trim it. Oh, that was really close. And okay. And we'll use dimensionals to pop that up. Down to the edges. Is that like a brownie? That one in the middle prevents the middle from sagging. No sagging allowed. You don't even have to peel it. Oh my gosh, there's the wind. Really windy. yesterday. I'm kind of paying attention. All right, so there is our first card. All right, now the others, we're going to do different colors of the same card. At least I think we are. I think that's how I set it up. Sometimes it's hard to remember what you did a few days ago. All right, so this one, okay. Okay, so we're going to stamp our outline in Memento, and then we'll come back and fill it with the polished pink. How about this little cute mug? Aren't these cute? It says Happy Trails on the inside. Okay, really not liking the storm blowing up. Now the trick is here, if I don't do these one after another, I've got to remember where I placed that. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't normally do this. I would normally do all of the outline and then come back. And actually, once you've done it a time or two, this is the piece that I marked. This one right there that has them so close together. It's pretty distinctive. And in working with the black, I can line it up through my stamp pretty well. Set that over there. That time. And we'll actually stamp around the edges of the mat as well. So yesterday morning, we woke up to the tornado alarms, and we actually had a tornado come through pretty close to us. There's damage in the subdivision behind us, and then also about a mile away, my friend that takes the photos of Hazel and took Hattie and Tyler's engagement photos and such, just by her, there was quite a bit of damage. Okay, now on this piece, we're just going to stamp the outline just randomly around the edge. Where do I go to buy my kits? Okay. That should be such an easy question, but I'm a little flustered here. There is, when I get you on the newsletter, then you have an opportunity to register for different things there. If you want, if you know you want something, then just let me know and I will reach out and we'll get something ordered for you, registered for you. I'm working on a more formal process, but right now I am a work in progress. Actually, I need to leave that like that and find a little piece of white to stamp my greeting. Did I not set that out? Here's one. This one should work. And I'm going to use that "You are amazing." You're absolutely amazing again. Oh my gosh, did y'all see? I got a little bit of black there. I didn't clean that very well. I'll take a credit card and just push that down and it'll be absolutely fine. while paying attention to the weather and wasn't paying enough attention to what I was doing. Okay, now this one I'm going to adhere straight to the card. Isn't that a gorgeous color? I just love this. And then everything else I'm going to do on dimensionals. If I miss your comments while I'm working, I will come back and add your and answer them afterwards. Thunderstorm warning. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for having my back. So if that black still shows after I push it down, then I can add some re-inker, which is just more of the same color, and just do the same thing. Just continue to work that black out of the way until it's all just the polished pink once again. All right, let's add some dimensionals to this one. Okay, I don't think that's straight. Straight, I'm not very good at straight. Please don't follow my lead. If you can see straight and cut straight, then please do. Now, what is it my friends say? Done is better than perfect. Seems like that's supposed to rhyme better or have a better rhythm, but worked a little bit on the BOGO this morning. And I made myself actually revisit some things that I had saved from previous years. All right, now we're going to get through these cards, and then we may come back and add some bling to them as we go. So here is the fresh freesia and the polished pink. And again, this was Don Bourgette's design. This one, I think this is so sweet. I just love this little scallop. And this was, I don't know the name of the person, I just know her her business is called Simply Sweet in Ink Designs. So for these, just added this border down here that shows through, but I think the pink is light enough that it didn't need a liner, so I just left it that way. Now, I have already done a little bit of the prep, as I said, and I think that is, I'm going to go ahead and put some of these stamps out of the way. So this is pretty nice. So see, now I just open this up and put the stamps back directly into the case. I don't have to worry about chasing down. Oh, actually, oh no, that's okay. Because sometimes you take them off of your, you take them out of this case, and then that little guy is just floating everywhere. Okay, so I have this one. So this is from the Color and Contour dies. So that, and then I already stamped and die cut this. We're going to color that with blends, and then I've just cut a, I believe it's, I did this, I varied this based on how wide this ended up being. So I didn't want it, it's not perfect, I guess. There's not a magic. I just did each one and then decided how big the border needed to be for the different ones. I love this. I love both. Well, I love both sides of all of them, but I think one of the things that draws many people to Stampin' Up! Is the coordination. For me, having that coordination, knowing that that's taking the guesswork out of it, is very, very helpful to me. I am not a design person. I rely quite heavily on the talents of others, although I'll get in there and tweak some things as we go. But for these were already there, and they were so beautiful that I just felt like I would continue what they had started. All right, so I'm going to grab the two fresh freesias, and I'm just going to grab the dark soft succulent. And actually, for this one, I stamped instead of using the blends, and then I used the blends on these samples, but I'm going to go ahead and use the blends on this one this time too. All right, so Stampin' Up! Does a great job of kind of giving us hints about how to blend, where to make it dark. They do that by the line gets a little bolder, or there are lines themselves. So, and I switch it up all the time. Sometimes I do the light all over and then I come back and add the dark. Sometimes I start with the dark and then blend with the light. This time I'm actually using, here's the light, and then I'm going to come back with the dark. A lot of times I use the just the blunt end. The brush end probably doesn't get as much use by me. And that's a tiny, tiny piece, so you may not be able to see a big difference. So coloring is super relaxing. You just go at whatever speed you want to go. There are charcoal, no, is it charcoal that's back this year? Crayons, I think it's chalk. It's chalk, it's not charcoal. All right. So you can kind of see the lines, and then I'm just going to blend them a little bit. And then I'll go on to the other one. You know, as a demonstrator, we're able to order some products from the new catalog before our customers do, with the idea being we can make some samples ahead of time. And I really didn't work that until I started working on this class. I really had not. I really hadn't played, so I'm excited. I've got, I think, 7 stamp sets already to work with. I think for my swaps, I am going to work with a set of dies called, I think they're called Picture This. And so they make a frame, and your image can pop through the back. And actually, I think you could do a lot of things with it, but it's not part of the pre-order, so I won't have it. Not sure I'll have it in time to do my swaps. I have to do 26 swaps. I might have to rethink that a little bit. Now if I got out of the lines at all, or if I felt like my shading needed some more work, I could pull out the color lifter and adjust that a little bit. And I think I'm basically okay with how that turned out. And then I'm going to add these little pieces of stem are pretty small. I don't see much in the way of shading to do. Okay, so there we have that. And then we just need to assemble. So I'm going to grab the mini dimensionals. Now, this is normal if you've not worked with the blends before. They do bleed through, so keep that in mind when you are when you're getting ready to color, so that it's a layer like this, okay, or that it's on the front. But this is, you wouldn't want it to bleed through to this piece, so you need there to be a buffer. At least that's my theory. So, I mean, I think that these are really simple, straightforward cards that have a big impact. I've got several cards. I have got more cards to go out tomorrow. I need to send another card to my father-in-law. He spent last night in the hospital. So if y'all would keep him in your prayers, I would appreciate it. I haven't had an update since much earlier today. That seems too high. Let's see if we can get it undone. This stamp is called Color and Contour, and it is part of a bundle. Bundle means it has dies or a punch with it, and you save 10% when you purchase the two together. So the dies are called Scallop Contours, and the stamp set is Color and Contour. So what do you think? So here is the polished pink, and then here's the freesia. And this I stamped the flowers, and this I colored with blends. So if you're, if you need to work quickly, you've got the second step in the stamping, so you can stamp your outline and then you can stamp your fill. Or if you want to take your time and color, then you can add, you can color. All right, so this one, let me tell you, this is not DSP. I actually stamped a little strip of white to put here with this, following Erica's lead on it. So this is the polished pink, and here's the pale papaya. And now, because these two have the same border, this little scalloped edge. This one, the soft succulent, has the curved edge. Aren't these the coolest things? Okay, yeah, I was not going to need these. Absolutely not. Then here is the evergreen that I've done with a more angled direction, right? And similar stamping. Now this I think is too dark, all right? It does need a liner, and I cut this to go edge to edge. So we're just going to layer that first. So I guess technically it's not really a fold. It's a fun cut. I don't know. But pretty easy to do. I love the new colors too. I'm anxious. I really haven't taken enough time to study the catalog a lot. Okay, so I'm going to line this up with the outer edge. Oh my gosh, did that just move? No. Okay. And then I'll let that dry so you could write your greeting here. And then here I'm going to stamp the "So Very Happy for You." I'm going to stamp that in the evening evergreen. And I like the monochromatic too. I can't believe I didn't come back and add any ribbon or embellishments. And, you know, as I look at it, I'm okay with that. All right, now, I think that that's a little dark. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp off and then add some background splattering. Okay. And then now remember, you could always use your ink to color just with a blender pen or with blender pens. A lot of these terms sound a lot alike. Blender pens come in a set of 3, and they are, I think of them as being markers without color. And so you pick up the color from the ink, either a dot of ink from the re-inker or from the ink pad itself, and then color with it. So many ways. If you like coloring, you have probably a lot of different ways that you can color. All right, so this is probably going to be pretty dark. I'm going to come with the dark first, and then the light. And just sticking to that whole theory that the image tells me where it should be dark. So I'm just coming back with the light close to where I've colored the dark. Most of the time I use little circular motions. So I think that storm has pretty much moved on. I don't know that I ever did hear thunder. It's just all that wind. So let that lighten up. And you can see how it lightens up between the two, right? And you see how that one has, so this one is already a little dry, this one is drying. And now that sounds like thunder. Today's my nephew's birthday. I have to think about how old he is, though. So happy birthday, Chris. I hope you're having a big day. Right, I'm just going to grab a color lifter and show you how I can add some light. So can you see it takes it a couple of minutes or seconds to do. And then I'm just going to take the light, color the little green, the stems, if you will. Alright, I think that's that. And now we'll just put these together. Grab some minis. I am planning an in-person catalog launch on the first Saturday in June, working on that with some of my teammates. We're actually going to offer 4 different classes, and you can come for your class and check out all the displays that we have, and we'll have some prizes. And that will be at Indian Lake Peninsula Church. We're very blessed to have a little larger space for some in-person as well. And then I think I will continue offering 4 people at a time to come over and stamp on that last Saturday of the month class. The cat thinks that she needs to come in and say hello. I do not feel the same. So no reason to waste any of your dimensionals. Okay, and then it's just a matter of and there you have it. The only one that we didn't do is the fresh freesia, but I think you get the hang of it, and it is the same shape as this one. So here are the different shapes that I used from that basic borders. So here they are. So we used this one and the curved in here, and then there's this one that's kind of a cloud. This one that's more of a chevron, and this has got stitching and all. They're just really, really cool. I'm gonna have to apologize to them for thinking that I didn't need them. All right, so guys, thank you so much for being here today. I hope that you enjoyed this, and remember, if you would like a kit, you've got 2 ways. You can place an online order or contact me. I'll be glad to help you with your order, and you can get your kit for free. Or you can place an order for just the kit itself, and I'll send it to you. Or you can, if you're nearby and you want to pick it up on my front porch, that is an option as well. The ordering special does go until May the 9th, which means I won't start prepping until after that. Yeah, I know. I feel your pain. I really do. But I just love these. I hope that you do too. Have a very blessed Thursday and a wonderful weekend, and I will be back with you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.